My mom started feeling short of breath, started developing a cough, some body aches, and I'm just over here thinking, oh my God, did I just give my mom COVID? What's up guys, it's Kathy aka your girl nurse Chao. Meet Chao the panda. If you know me from my Key Club days, then she will look very familiar to you. I hope you're all doing well. I want to say thank you so much for all of the love that I received from my ICU nurse test positive for COVID-19 video that I did. Just a little bit of a backstory. I'm an ICU nurse and I tested positive for COVID 2.5 weeks ago. I got retested a week and a half ago and tested positive again. So a lot has happened ever since I released that video. Thank goodness I'm doing so much better. We're not out here 100% yet. There are still some symptoms, but I have recovered significantly since that first video was released, and I have been doing a lot of things to protect the people in my household. We're going to be talking about the things that I did specifically to help me recover, and also how I protect my loved ones from me since I'm COVID positive. There's a lot of people that are sick or they have COVID and they're not able to self-isolate, and I just have some tips as to how you can prevent the spread to your loved ones when self-isolating just is not an option. So let's get into it. If you recognize these pajamas, you an OG, because these are all over my Instagram, and I did an awesome video with my girl Vanessa, shot by Brandon. This Christmas video was so ridiculous, but kind of amazing. So if you're OG, then you will definitely remember this. I feel like this hair low-key makes me look like a boy, but honestly, I'm living for this bun moment, so you know, we're gonna keep it. The things that I did that helped me recover were I took some supplements. I took Emergency, which has vitamin C and zinc in it. Of course, a multivitamin every single day. I started drinking apple cider vinegar, which is a natural immune booster, and also it helps with your digestive system. I drank that twice a day, every day. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, as well as water. It was gross, but I feel like maybe it helped. When my fever or my body aches would be bad, I would take some Tylenol or maybe some NyQuil. I would also take a green supplement. OptiGreens is my personal fave. One thing that helped me exercise my lungs, because of course we don't want pneumonia to set in. We ain't here for the pneumones. She's not welcome here. Rona's enough. I would use the incentive spirometer that my mom gave me. This just helps exercise the lungs. The goal is you want to suck in and then have that blue thing kind of in between those 2 arrows. And honestly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Also, my lungs kind of suck, but I would do this several times a day. We are going for a walk. It's good to get some exercise, so I do a daily walk every day in the morning, because if you're just laying around, which COVID wants you to lay around, but that's how you get the pneumonia, and we're not getting any of that. So I am gonna be putting on my handy dandy mask if anyone comes near me, but I take a walk at like 5:30 in the morning so that no one's around, so I can get some fresh air and be mask free. But of course, if anyone's close to me, I just go as far away from them as possible. So let's go. Rest is super important. You just need your body to heal, recharge, do its thing. I spent a lot of time in my bed. I've been Netflixing. I just finished Avatar: The Last Airbender. I totally binge watched it. Appa's my favorite character. If he's not your favorite, then we can't be friends. Just kidding. While I was resting, I would also daydream about my travels, about my past travels, about future travels that are gonna happen. And it really just helps keep me going that when I'm COVID negative and the world opens up again, I'm gonna be out there in the world, traveling, doing my thing, and I cannot wait. Having something to look forward to really does help. Eating healthy is something that's definitely gonna help. I don't know how healthy I ate all of the time. I'd say maybe 75% healthy, 25% not, but that's totally fine. My friends are so kind and they sent me all these amazing things, like these get well soon presents. They sent me cookies, cheesecake, pho, soup, all of these things. And how can I say no? So that was just the mixture. You gotta have some balance. Finally, when I got my taste buds back, I was just ready to have food that I love. But of course, I want to nourish my body, so I was eating healthy green things as well. Small shout out to my friends, or big shout out, I should say. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all of the things that you sent. The baskets, the cards, the flowers, the food, everything. You guys are amazing. All of the texts, the phone calls, the DMs. I love you guys so much. After testing positive 2.5 weeks ago, my work wanted me to get re-swabbed to see if I would test negative and of course if I can go back to work. About a week and a half ago, I tested positive again after getting re-swabbed, and this time I feel like it was even more uncomfortable than the first time. You'll see it all over my face.
Lean your head back just a little bit. All right, ready?
Yeah, that's not fun a second time.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Ready for the left? Yeah. All right, here we go. Take a little deep breath in. All right.
Thank you. I live with my mom, and also my grandmother lives with us. I have a traditional Filipino family. If you're from a similar culture, then you'll understand the 3-generation household. When I tested positive and when I started to feel sick, we moved my grandmother out of the house right away. She is 82, she has comorbidities, so of course we were just like, she needs to go somewhere else to be safe. Moved her to my aunt's house, thankfully, and she is a-okay. I really thought about moving to a hotel, self-isolating there completely, but at this point in my symptoms, they were so rough and I was having a really hard time caring for myself on my own. My mom felt it would be best if I stayed here so that she can kind of keep an eye on me on her days off, and then also we would just take extra precautions here at home. I know that isolating completely is not always a possibility. Here are some precautions that you can take that were effective for my family. When you're COVID positive, you want to, of course, limit the spread of your droplets as much as possible, but also just limit the amount of things that you personally touch, just in case whatever is on your hands is infected as well. So staying in my room as much as possible, using the same bathroom pretty much all the time, and if I use a different bathroom, I wiped it down with bleach wipes, wiping down every single thing that you touch, door handles, refrigerator door handles, microwave buttons, chairs, every little thing that you touch, I would just wipe it down. I would disinfect commonly used areas every single day. When I'm in shared spaces, I would use gloves to protect my household from me. Gloves would get annoying sometimes, so I would just make sure that if I touch something, I immediately wipe it. When my mom would be around me, she would wear an N95 mask. We have our own PPE at home. And when I would be around my mom or around my household, then I would wear a surgical mask or a cloth mask. My mom started feeling short of breath, started developing a cough, some body aches, and I'm just over here thinking, oh my God, did I just give my mom COVID? My mom's a nurse too, and thankfully she was able to get tested right away. She tested negative, bless, and her symptoms started to resolve. I don't really know what it was, but she's feeling better, and that's all that matters. I know that before at work, if one person in the household tests positive, we automatically assume that the rest are positive, but this just goes to show that that does not have to be the case. I don't know how to explain it. I haven't been in the best headspace. I feel like being isolated and having COVID kind of just messes with your head a little bit. I definitely consider myself very, very lucky to be in the place that I'm in and able to recover at home. But that does not mean that I don't also get kind of sad or feel a little bit withdrawn and not want to talk to anybody, which doesn't make sense because it just makes you feel more isolated. But then you feel down about not being able to work and not being able to do anything to go outside to interact with others. I don't know. It just messes with you. That's all I'm trying to say is COVID's definitely not something I would wish on anybody, and I hope that you guys are staying safe. And even with things opening up, just please wash your hands and just be aware. The virus isn't over yet just because things are opening up. I know when I announced that I was COVID positive in the video, I was smiling and just had an upbeat attitude. Maybe not the entire video, but for a portion. And I definitely don't want to downplay the severity of the symptoms. When I come on here and talk to you guys, I'm never going to try and be like a Debbie Downer. I'm going to try and keep it real with you, but I'm just going to be me, and that includes bringing like a little bit of positivity and also smiling, just because when you're sick and you're thinking that you're sick and really playing like, oh, I'm sick card, it's just going to make you sicker. You feel me? I realize that it could be kind of deceiving and you're thinking, okay, so is COVID even that serious? But I will say that COVID, definitely that stuff hits you hard, and there's just so many varying degrees of it. I will say that this is much worse than the flu. I thankfully didn't have to be hospitalized, but definitely it will have an impact on you. And even if you don't die, still getting sick, I mean, that sucks. So just do your best, keep doing all of the things that you've been doing, and you guys are amazing. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. I am more than happy to answer them. And be sure to like this video, subscribe to your girl, it'll really help me out. And I will see you guys next time. Stay safe. Bye.